Welcome to another edition of the Rockdale RAM Review. Today we're going to be reviewing the dissection tools for your dissection quiz. The first item is your dissection tray. The dissection tray is just our basic workspace, and it's designed to help hold down the specimens with the gel-like material and to catch whatever fluids that may come out of our specimen. The next tools are our probes. Probes come in a couple of different ways. Some have very thin, pointy, sharp ends, and other ones are a little bit thicker. But probes are used to navigate around our specimen as an extension of our fingers and to tease the tissue away, like the skin away from the muscle. Our next tool is our scalpel, and we are going to be using a couple different types of scalpels, but scalpels are used to make incisions. We have one that has a very sharp blade. It's very thin, it's a surgical blade. The other one is a little bit thicker, but not as sharp. So that is our scalpel. Our next tool are forceps, and forceps are like tweezers. They can be used to hold objects while cutting. Forceps are also an extension of our finger. In places that are small and hard to reach, forceps work well, and some of them have straight ends and some of them have curved ends. I will be using these two forceps. Next one is simply our ruler. The key for the ruler is that we're measuring in millimeters and centimeters. Primarily centimeters, so maybe some cases we'll be using millimeters. Our next tool are scissors, and these are surgical scissors, so they are extremely sharp at the ends. You have a couple different types. You have ones with longer ends and shorter ends, but overall scissors are used to cut. In particular, after we make our initial incision, we'll be using the scissors for making longer cuts so we don't cut too deep. The next object is a T-pin, and T-pins are used with our tray to hold down the specimen. The end of the pin goes into the gel mat, and then the T-end, the T-top, is designed to help hold back layers such as the skin after we make our initial incision. The next object is an eyedropper, which is a form of a pipette. We are not going to be using anything with blood. There may be some fluid, so we're going to use them for suction. Okay, so we have eyedropper for suction. Okay, and finally, we have our goggles and gloves, which are tools more for protecting us. Once again, we are not using any specimens with blood, but they protect our hands and protect our eyes. So again, we have gloves and safety goggles. We have our eyedropper for suction, our T-pin for holding down specimens, our surgical scissors for making cuts. We have our ruler that we're going to be measuring in centimeters and sometimes millimeters. We have our forceps, which are going to be used to hold and are an extension of our finger. We have our scalpels, which are used for making incisions. We have our probes, which are used to navigate and tease away the tissue. And then we have our dissection workspace. Thanks again for watching another Rockdale RAM Review, and good luck on your tool quiz.